So now today we are going to understand what is a schema, and say whenever we log in, I'm saying you need to have a schema called schema is a place where your table has been created. The tables, like you have two tables, you're told you have an Scott schema where you have a two tables, department table and employee table. So before to that, if you try to recollect, we understand what is a data collected in the form of a table. Table is a two-dimensional structure. It has a rows and columns. Column represents the real world attributes. Row represents actual data. Multiple rows we call the records. What is a database? Is software manages the data, and we're able to perform an operation. The four main operations we can always perform on the database is insert, that is collect new data, change the existing data, remove the unwanted data, and retrieve the data that is being saved in the table. So we also understood SQL stand for structure query language. That is a common language used to talk to database. Like unlike like many other products we have in the market, we have many more software products in the market that does very specific task. Like each company has their own version of the database. That is what we learned. On top of it, we learned what is a project and a product. Project is given for particular customer. Customer defines what needs to be developed. According to that, software companies produce an application, whereas a product is an company produces used by the mass population. Here, they own everything. They design, develop everything. They only and give it for the customer. And here, end customer just use it. Here, end customer defines what they want. Okay, now later on, we understood also the basic select statement. We understood to read the data. First, what we are trying to do is there are four operations. I said insert, select, update, and delete. We starting to learn initially from the select statement. As we move forward, we learn how to insert a new data, how to change the existing data, how to remove the data that is already present in the database. We starting to select the data, read the data from the table. To read the data from the table, you must be having some data in the form of a table. There is a table should be available. There are two tables we looked about. One is about employee table. Employee table has a employed related data. It has 8 columns called employee number, e-name, job manager, hire date, salary, commission, and the department number. It has 8 columns. So we'll know how to read the data is since it is this table is presented in a scott.emp, we are fixing the username or an account name Scott. Okay. For your understanding, I will write down one more time. So all of you knowingly, unknowingly, you did one of the work. If all of you created your Oracle account, what you did is this is a database. All of you knowingly, unknowingly, you created your account. All of you created. When did you create your account? You remember? You created your account, you know, or you don't know? You
Yes,
created account. When you created you did the sign up pages here. Yes. When you signed up, there is a process called sign up. When you don't have your account, you use an option called sign up. Sign up, what it did? Okay, sign up did inside. Okay, when you say sign in, you don't have an account, then you go and click it on create an account. The create an account actually created your account in the database. Knowingly or unknowingly, you have your account already in the database. My account is Vinay. I have it my own mail ID. Okay. I don't know why it is coming so thick. Mhm. Okay, I have created my own account. Okay, I created an account called Vinay. You like this? You also created your account. So somebody has created account. Example, I don't know who is Pradeep. Okay, Pradeep created his account. So we have your all account already in the database. That's the reason you are able to log in now. The moment I give my credential, username and password. Where I'm going to log in? I logged into my account. I logged into my account. Likewise, you logged into your account. Somebody else logged into their respective accounts. Clear? So this is what is happening. First, you created your account created. Now I giving my username password. I got into my account. I got into my account. Like this, there is an account called Scott. Scott has two tables. One has an employee table, other one is a department table. It has a two tables called employee table and the department table. This is all of you are able to visualize, understand. So you also has your logged in. So many people are joined us, 25 people are joined in, they're listening. All of you probably created their account. Each one of you, if you created account, try to log in. All of you logged in your respective accounts. Got it? Now I have an employee table and a department table. I don't have any. Did I create any table in my account? I have not created any table in my account. I just created my account. I use the username and password to log into my account. But where is the table? There is a two tables being created in the schema in the account called Scott. I did not create. I am going to read the data that is being owned by user called Scott. Scott is a user. It has already has a two tables. Since I am here, when my account is here, I'm reading where I'm reading. I'm not reading my own table. I am reading the data from where the table is in the account of Scott. That's the reason when I'm reading a data from other account, I'm saying other user, I'm saying user dot table name. That's what I'm trying to do. Did I see here what is the command were written? Scott read all the data from. Okay, I want to read all the data from. So what is star represents here, guys? What is the star represents in this select statement?
Retrieve all the
All
data from the
all the
table.
data.
No, all the data, it represents all the columns of your table. Star represents all the columns of your table. I'm saying just give all the data and all the columns of your data. It is giving all the data from your table. So I am prefixing, if I say here, select start from EMP, I run this, it say table or view does not exist. Why? I don't have my own table in my account. Do you have a table? Did I ever created employee table in my account? I have not created. I'm reading the data that is being owned. I'm using the word called owned. That's why Scott is called the owner of a table called employee. This employee table is owned by Scott. Scott is a owner or a user. It is owning a employee table. I'm reading a data from Scott. You are Pradeep is joining. He wanted to read the EPT table. What is the command is going to write? Select star from scott.dpt. Got it? Why we are using the account number or I'm prefixing this user? I'm prefixing the username or account name to ensure that I'm reading from that particular user. To avoid it, to 1 minute, guys. I'm getting so many pings. WhatsApp, I don't know. I have to mute it. Okay. So now, go back here. Sorry. Now, this is what we are trying to do. What we are trying to do, we are reading the data from Scott table and employee table. So we just before jumping into the next topic, let's recollect what we did. I need all the data. See, I don't have the Redmi 8. I will remove. What is it? What are you disturbing? Okay. So if you write to select start from the employee table, it does not give, it's giving an error. The reason behind the error is I don't have my employee table. Do I have an employee table? I don't have the employee table in the Scott table. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create this copy of employee table in my schema, in my account itself. I'm going to create a copy of an employee table from where? Copying all the data from the scott.emp. I'm going to create a department table into my account. Let's see how to create it. I am going to create a table within my own account by copying all the structure and the data from the scott.emp. Don't worry, we are going to learn many more example how to create a table and all. As of now today, just copy paste this command to create your local copy. Create a table called emp. Create a table called emp as select everything from where? Scott.emp. You just open, close your eyes and run this command. Okay, as not. What happened? Create a table emp as select. Sorry.
Select spelling.
Okay, as select start from emp Scott. It is going to create a table now. I have got my own table in my account. Okay, now I'm saying here, look at here, going forward, I say select star from EMP. Where the data is coming from? Will the data come from this table or this table? Since I have created my local copy, the data is coming from my own table that is having created. Earlier you were getting an error, table or view does not exist. Now you do not see the error because I have created my own copy of table by copying from the scott.emp. Clear? This is what you need to do every day. When the moment you log in, you need to run this command and proceed for your remaining learning. Okay. This is an example of creating a look. I want to create a department table also. Create table dpt as select. Everything I need, all the data from the table. I'm using the select star from scott.dpt. Are getting confusion or clear, guys? Now look at here. I have all my local copies in my account. I have 2 copies table I have created. What are the 2 copies? So don't worry, this is too much big topic. How to create a table from existing table and all. It not necessarily you can use the same table. You can use any table name. D. Now table is going to create it as a D. There's a new table has created with a name called D. Okay, it is just exactly the replica of scott.emp. Okay, going forward, you need to run this. Now, one more thing, please listen carefully. You don't get confused. I sign out. Okay. And I back into sign in. I'm going to say sign in again. Okay. I've created 2 tables as in my account. I have 2 tables in my account. You agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I just created 2 tables. You should be there in my account. Those 2 tables I created, that should be available in my table. But what happened? Let's see. Come on, guys. 9 o'clock daily, it will has a trouble. 9 o'clock application will not work. I don't know why. They do something. Now let's see. I have created. I'm just say select star from employee table. Let's see. Will have work or not? I'm going to say here. Select. You think data will come or not? Data will come or not? We get an output
No,
or
sir.
not?
No, sir.
Why? What
No,
happened?
sir.
No, sir.
It will erase, sir.
Why?
If we log out means it will erase everything.
Why you should erase?
Because plenty of data are
Hmm.
storing in
The
that.
reason,
It will
yes.
just overflow.
What happened is, since I logged out, all the tables I have created, it will be erased out. Somebody rightly said, because it's not only me creating the copy, like me, in my class, 30 people are creating their own copy of employee table. Everywhere it is employee table, employee table. Everyone is trying, no, you want to practice, you are creating your own copy. But if you do not remove these tables you created, like this in the world, there is a millions of billions of people are using this application or a platform. Platform means a place where we are learning will be used by millions of people. This employee table will be copied for million times. Imagine how much space is required. That's the reason Oracle, it is not like your actual live system. It is your practicing, or you called bed, test bed, where you are trying to practice something your own. That's the reason the moment you log out, it is going to erase the data you created, table you created from your account will be erased out. So this data in the Scott schema will not erase because it is owned by Scott table, Scott user, it will not be erased. That's the reason the moment you log in daily, whenever you try to log in, you need to create your own table. Otherwise, what you need to do? Every time, whenever you wanted to read your data from the employee table, you need to prefix scott.emp or scott.department. Instead of attaching scott.emp every time, I'm going to create. You don't need to worry much. Just copy paste those 2 statements. Go and close your eyes. And how to run the statement? Select or just say control enter. Both the statement will get executed and your table will be existing. Look at here. This is a stage. Select start from start. See, you have a full statement. You wanted to run only part of it. Select and run. only the select statement will work. What is a part of it? It will is if it should be correct. I want to run only select start from EMP out of this statement. I select only that part. I say run. It's going to run only that part. Now we have both the tables has been created in my account. These two are in my account now, correct? So going forward, whenever I want to read employee table, I just refer the employee table and department will be referred as the department table. Any N has any questions, because it is very, very important. You need to know why you should run these two commands and why we should running these commands every day. Whenever you try to log in, why we should be, because so many people still doesn't understand why I'm creating these two tables. Hopefully all of you clear. All of you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Local account means my own account. Okay, local, that's my own account. Okay. So now let's see. Mm, now say now select star represents all the columns of your table from EMP. This is what we learned. Now I need to learn, I need only the few columns. For like a girls, they don't care about employee number, they don't care about who is a manager, they don't care about which department they work. Girls always care for three things. Girls, what you care about a man? When somebody is saying you are working, what you care about him?
Salary.
Hmm? Salary.
Interesting.
Which job you
Salary.
work and how much
Job
salary you are
salary.
getting. They interested only these three. They doesn't care about remaining. Okay, it's not only girls. It's a human tendency. That's what. Okay, I don't want all the data. I need only the selective columns. Star represents all the columns, but I need only the selected columns. E-name, job, comma, salary. This is called selective column. I don't want selective listing or interested to see. Star gives all the column. Correct? Okay. Just follow the notes. I would have been written so many lines in for information. Okay. So star represents all the columns of your table. That's what I written. I don't want all the columns. I need only the selective column. I am going to list it. Going forward, I don't write scott.emp because I have created my own local copy. This is example of selective column. Let's write some more example if you want. What are the columns you want? Be careful, be careful. Select is your keyword. They start with. You need an e-name. Then each column should be separated by comma. Okay, you not necessarily should give in the same order. Look like I am writing a department number. Usually department number at the end, correct? Department number is at the end of your table. The column is at the end. Okay, it's not necessarily you should be reading in the same order. You can specify your column in any order, but each column should be separated by comma. Salary, comma, job from EMP table. So you want to run this command, what you need to do, select this and use control enter as a shortcut, or you can use this run button to enter. If at all, if you do not select what statement you need to execute and run, it is going to run all your statement in your worksheet. But I wanted to run only this one. They have two options. One is select this one and control enter or use your run button, or this line you need to comment out. Comment means the commented lines means the lines they start with hash hash. The line, any line starts with double hyphen is a commented line. These lines are ignored by execution. Now I simply say control enter. This line will not get executed because I'm told that please do not execute by mentioning two hyphen at the beginning of the line. Only this one is executing. Got it? How to do it? Shortcut is control question mark. Control question mark makes the comment line. It is comment line is commented. It's uncomment. Comment, uncomment, comment, uncomment. Okay. Clear. Okay. Now I have some more. Okay. This is example of e-name, job, comma, salary from EMP. Okay. Only I need to run this command. This one I uncomment and run. Only the line it is uncommented will get executed. What is the example of first example? This is an example of what? Selecting all the columns, correct? Selecting all the columns. Next one, what is an example? This one. This is an
Selective
example of
column.
selective column. Selecting required column or selective column. Selecting only required column. Okay. And this one is example is what it indicates. It depicts. What is the meaning of depict? What is a synonym of English for depicts? Hmm?
Represents.
Depict,
Indicating.
indicating,
Represent.
showing. Example is it is indicating or a depicting. Example, order of a column can be in anywhere. Order of column in any, or columns can be in any order. Columns can be in any order. All of you understand my English. I'm not that good in English, but will try to be good. Try to be good, but sometimes I may do a lot of mistakes. Hmm? Hopefully, my what I write you understand is. Or
Yes,
if
sir.
you is not
Yes,
correct, you
sir.
can make your
Yeah,
own.
sir.
Your own. Okay, fine. Okay, now I'm going to now. One is you filter like you apply you decided what columns you want. You decided what are the columns you want, but can I decide what rows I want? Here, you decided what columns you want. Can I also decide what rows I want? Example, I want only the people who working in the department 30. See, one is you are filtering or you are deciding what columns you want. Next level of decision is or you are deciding or you want only people are working in the department 10. I don't want all the rows. First is I don't want all the columns. I specified my list of columns. Second is I don't want all the rows. I need only the selected rows. Then how to filter? How to filter the rows? You need to apply a filter by using the condition called where. You have to specify the putting a question mark to the SQL. Please bring me the data where department number is equal to 10. And each statement should be end with a semicolon. So you can write statement in anywhere. It can be, but okay, this is called a free text. You can type it anywhere, but the end of your select statement should be indicating with a colon. The moment you run, it is an example. It brings only the rows. It brings only the rows that meet this condition. You see here, I have only 3 records meeting with this condition. Department number is equal to 10. Got it? What is a where class? This is called classes, not class. Clause CLAUSE. Clauses. We'll understand later. First, you should write a select statement, select clause, select keyword, then followed by list of columns, followed by from which table you need to read the data. If at all you wanted to filter a data, you need to specify your filter condition. Got it? Where is your filter condition? Row filter or where is applied for filter condition, row filter condition for filtering row values. Filtering, filtering row value. It filters what you want, it is going to give. Correct? Same way you wanted to get anything else, you can put a filter. Anyone want to know? Tell. You wanted to filter where I want to know the salary is equal to 3,000. You want to know what are the employees they having a salary is equal to 3,000. Select start from. I need all the columns. I'm connected or not? Okay, Gagan. So just say yes or no sometimes. Otherwise, I guess strange people are not talking. Okay. Select star from the employee table where see star represents your all the columns where I just interested to find people who having a salary is equal to 3,000. So I wanted to run this statement. Select it. Use the run button or control enter. It gets you the 2 records where people having salary is equal to 3,000. So it is a filter condition. You're filtering the record. Okay. Let's okay. This is your let it be. I will explain you now how this filter is working. Okay. Let's do one thing. First, your select statement to execute. How select statement get executes is please listen. This is very, very important. how select statement? This is select start from EMP. This is your records. What it does is it goes to the table. It picks the first record. Don't worry now why it is always picking employee table. We'll come to know later. As of now, you think this is the first record. It has to be pulled out from the table. It is retrieving. What is the meaning of the retrieving? Taking out a data from the table and it is displaying on you here. Yes, this is called retrieval. Data retrieval. Data retrieval means read the data out of the table. Retrieve means what? Taking out. So first is it retrieves the first record from the table and it applies your filter. It applies where salary is equal to 5,000 is equal to 3,000 because it is a column value. Yes. What is the value for salary for the first record?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. So is it 5,000 is equal to 3,000?
No.
No.
No, sir.
The condition is failed. The condition is failed. That's the reason this record will not come. Next, it goes to the next table. Next record. Yes, is it 2850 is equal to 3,000? No, this record will also not come. Next record. 2450 is equal to 3,000. No, it will not also come. Next, it will also come. Yes, now these two records 3,000 is equal to 3,000. The condition become true. The condition become met. It becomes your where condition become true. Only the records will be fetched. Only the records will be retrieved where the where condition become true. Only two records will have the. It's not stopping here. Once it makes the first record, it's not stopping here. It is going to read the further record from the table until it reads all the data from the table. Wherever your matching record it found, it displays. Wherever you have unmatched data or not matching your condition, the condition become fail. That record will not be retrieved. Got it? So this is how your where class will be applying a filter. It is going to read every record from your table and is try to apply a filter for every record. Whichever the record it meets your criteria, whichever the records meets your filter, only those records will be coming in your final output. Remaining record will be filtered out. They will not be displayed. Got it? Don't get confused. This is how you need to understand how internally work. Don't learn blindly. I don't want to teach you blindly is mug up. Want to get salary, you need to understand how internally works. That is where your concept will be cleared. You need to understand how the filtering is applying. Okay, so clear guys?
Yes,
Any
sir.
Yes, sir.
question?
Clear,
Okay,
sir.
now it's a time to break. This is what I don't want to take a break, but people told me from the batch 19, sir, you are taking 1 hour class full continuous, people are getting bored, you have to drink water after 30 minutes. That's what people told me. So after next is I am taking a break. I'll pause. See, I don't want to take a break, but people told me, 8 people told me in yesterday class, they cannot listen for continuously 1 hour. They need a break. I am fine. I can teach for 2 hours, but I have to, does not matter how much subject I know. Only matters what, guys, at the end of the course, only matters is how much subject I know is not a matter at all. Only matters is what?
Understanding.
Only
How
how much you learn. That is only matters to me, and you to me the same objective, because for me I'm doing this for last 20 years. This subject is nothing for me. Behind this I know so many things, but what matters at the end of is ultimately how much you know is only matters. So taking the feedback from my fellow students, batch number 19, they told we cannot learn your voice, listen your voice continuously for 1 hour, give us a break for 5 minutes. That's the reason I'm pausing for. So we just understood the how to apply your row filter. So row filter is, you can think about, if you applied on the numerical. This is a number value, correct? This is your number value. Employee number is your number value. Salary is your number value. Department number is your number value. But how to apply a filter on non-number columns? What are the non-numeric values we have? We have it e name and analyst, there's a job, and you have a date. This is your date field. One is your number field. String, the characters is called, we call string. It's not a number, it's a group of characters is called a string. All of you know, hope you know that is char means string. and this is your date. This is your date field. So now it's very easy to apply a filter on your numerical, but I wanted to find the details of an employee whose name is in Scott. How to put a filter on the ename? Now I'm applying a filter on the name. I need to know the details of an employee whose name is Scott. So I need all the columns from employee table where ename is equal to. You put Scott like this, it will not work. The reason behind in SQL, in SQL, in SQL, other than numeric values, other than numeric values, all data should be presented in single quotes. One more guys I saw of in the during the break time. I really do not watch your comments. Impossible. I'm so focused on my notes and I see this is somebody do it. You go to Andhra Pradesh training center. Instead of training, they do a chat. It's like a Facebook chat. Impossible. I will not read your chat whatsoever. You want a question, unmute yourself and ask me. I'm not a person doing a chat, doing typing and talking. Maybe people are so genius they can do. I'm not a genius. Sorry guys, I will not look at your chat. I cannot also read. See how it's more small, impossible for me to read. Sorry to say, if you have a question, you need to unmute and ask. This is a platform where your fear has to be taken away. There is a wonderful opportunity to improve your communication skills, to improve your like take out your fear. How to present, how to talk. See, all of your friends don't think anything. You're not talking something personal here. You're talking very professionally and only the subject. Even though you don't want to talk here, I don't think you'll never talk in your life. I'm not a person to a chit chat. There is Andhra Pradesh AP institutes. Rather than teaching or typing in the notes, what they is they copy paste and run and they do a chatting here. I'm not a such person. Even though what is the purpose I'm typing again? I have all the notes. I'm copy pasting. Still, I'm not copy pasting. Did you see any time I'm copy pasting? I'm not doing. I'm typing. I want you guys to get a feeling of this programming. So please don't make me to chat. I'm not going to chat. Sorry. So this is not going to work because in SQL, other than the numeric values, all data should be presented in a single quotes. So it is not a number, is not a numerical value. This should be presented in a single quotes. Understood? So only the numbers like employee number, manager, these are the numerical values can be given straight away the values, but any other values than the other than the numerical should be given in the single quotes, not in the double quotes, in the single quotes. Same way, I wanted to find people who has joined on a certain date. Example, let's see that. I wanted to find people who joined on 7th July. Okay, where what is the column we have for the date? We have an hire date. Hire date is equal to, again, it is not a number field. It is a date field. All the data other than the numbers should be in the single quotes. You want to run this, select, control, enter. 9 o'clock, application will not work. I think I should have taken a break at 9 o'clock. Anyway, I'll just read and I'll come back later. I will explain it here. Okay, then we'll experiment it. Okay, you all of you screen here. So, is it what is equal here? Anyone knows you're from arithmetic? What is equal? Equal is your comparable operator. It compares what for the equality of the values. It compares for the equality of the values. Like this, we have another set of relational operators. One is equal. What is this symbol? Just less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. We can use all those relation operator to filter your data, not necessarily only the equal. You can use a relation, other relational operators such as less than, greater than. What is the meaning of a less than or equal to, guys?
Sir, less
Including
than
it.
that particular value and that value too.
including the value, include that less than or equal to, either less or equal. Okay, that is called less than or equal to. So this is your less or equal to. This is greater than, more or equal. Okay, this should be more or equal. More or equal is called greater than or equal to. So we can use all these relational. Equal, not equal can be used. See, this is called not equal. Why, you know? Why? You can just think about this symbol represents not equal. Why?
It is neither
See,
less than nor
less or
greater
not
than.
greater than. That means the value should be, see, not equal to 3000. What is it meaning? The value should be less than 3000 and value should be greater than 3000. What is it meaning? All the values other than the 3000. What is indicate less than or equal to? Less or more. That means the value should not be equal to 3000. Value should be less than 3000 or value should be greater. That what is left out? The left out is values is 3000, not less than, not equal to 3000. So these are the symbols used for different relational operators. Equal, less than, greater than. You can use it. Let's see this come back now. This will not come back till 9495. It will not come back. This is something they do. I don't know what they do, but I've started seeing from the last batch. At 9 o'clock sharp, it will not work. Hmm. I need to log out and we need to come back. Hmm. Let me pause your recording for. Okay, now our console is back. Let's see, we have learned the relational operators. Let's see how these relational operators can be applied. Okay, so here, let's take this example and run and see. Okay, I'm taking now copy pasting, but it is very simple commands. Only the filter condition is varying. Okay, select star from EMP where department not equal to. First, you are trying to see department equal to 30. What is going to put you? It only the records which qualify this condition where department number is equal to 30. Only those records are coming. There are 6 employees are working for department 30. Means it is read the record by record and try to apply a filter on the specified column. The specified column for filter is department number and the specified condition for the filter is department number is equal to 30. The relation operator is applied here 30. The record it qualifies, meet this condition, only it will come. As we spoke about, we can also apply other relational operators such as less than 3000. It is going to give the values, all the values where salary having a less than 3000. Look at the column of salary. It meets every record meets this condition because only those records meet these conditions are coming in the final output. It will not include 3000 because it is saying less than the 3000. It is not including the 3000. Same way you are putting your greater than is going to get you the record. It is more than 3000. One more thing, guys. I'm not saying to type every bit of it. At least try one or two example, understand the concept. When I say type, you need not to type all 6 commands. There is no use typing say select star from, select star from. At least modify the condition, try out what is coming. Okay, tomorrow I'll tell you one monkey story. Okay, you will be like a George. You know who is George? Any of you? You know who is George? There is a called Curious George. All of you know that? No one knows.
No, sir.
You
No,
know who
sir.
is?
No, sir.
Okay,
No.
I'll show him who is Curious George. You need to be like a George. Okay, so I am not asking you to type. It's a waste of time. At least when you write one command, no, put less than. See what is happening. Put less than or equal to. Let's see what is happening. Just see the result. Is not type and see what is happening here. That makes you curious about your learning. Okay, not equal to is not going to give the other than the 30. See, I'm saying you other than the 30. This is a symbol you can use for not equal to, and other symbol also can be used for not equal to is less than or equal to also can be used. This is an example of using all type of relational operators. So greater than or equal to includes 3000 and above 3000 because it is greater than or equal. Both the values are included because you're in both the symbols. Okay. So this is your relational operators. Now you tell me this kind of speed is okay or you need to go a bit slower.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
If you
Sir,
go
I
a
have
bit
one
slower,
question,
no.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, what is the importance of that semicolon? Because without
Semicolon is
semicolon
in
also it is
end
running.
of your statement. Each statement
Yeah,
should be end with semicolon.
but without that semicolon also it runs. It
It
will
will
run.
work. It will work when you have only one statement. That's what I told.
Mhm.
Now you have multiple statements. If you run it, it will throw an error. Look at here. Run this is source invalid statement because SQL
Mhm.
not properly ended. One you have only one statement, it will work because there is no other statement. It will identify your end of statement. When you have multiple statements, it will not
Mhm.
identify where to end. That's why we need to end by putting the colon. That is the way you have to. This is syntax. Syntax is your style. You should follow that. Okay.
Okay.
So likewise, we can also compare some more non-numerical values. What is non-numerical? Job is equal to, not equal to. I want to find people who are not working as managers. Managers. All the people not working as managers. People are working as managers. What is your SQL? I want to find
Equal
people
to.
work equal
Equal.
to.
Equal to.
Okay, that's what. Okay, I'm saying not equal to managers. And that's what. Okay, because can you apply greater than on the numerical values? Will apply, but what is that if I apply greater than analyst? What is it meaning? Does it make any sense?
Okay.
No,
Mm.
but
No.
we have some. Yeah, we can make out some sense later. I'm going to teach is what is the value of the ASCII value. We'll learn. Okay, now this is we can apply it on non-numerical value, that is your manager. One more important. Now all these relation operators can compare only one value at a time. Do you all agree? Do you all know your mathematics? Yes? That is where you learned in your graduation. And relation operators can compare only one value at a time. Okay, where salary is equal to or department is equal to 10. I want also department number 20. Can I come 10, 20? Close it. Will work. It will not work because relation operators can compare only one value at a time. It cannot compare more than that is a fundamentally of your mathematics. Okay, a relation operators can compare only one value, but I wanted to compare multiple values here. Department can be either 10 or it could be 20. But you cannot use a relation operator to compare multiple equality. To compare multiple equality, compare only relation operators, compare only one value at a time. This is an invalid select statement. I write it here for information. It's an invalid. Okay, I'm writing here, it's an invalid. It's not work because it does not able to compare. Then how do I compare a multiple value is in operator. This is operator called in. I'm going to in operator is used to compare multiple values. Again, it checks for equality. See, you cannot check for in operator checks only for equality. In 3000, 4000, it gives less than or equal to no. In operator, I'm written here, in operator checks for multiple equality. Implicitly, it is checking for equality of the values where department number is equal to. Same way, if you find what is going to give guys, let me see. Let's start from the employee table where salary in 3000 and 5000. What is going to give? It's
Overall
having
3,000 and
Both
5,000.
three
Salary range
thousand
of
and
3,000 and 5,000.
someone said range, it's not a range. Salary is
No,
having the
equal to.
values.
Both 3,000 and
Equal.
5,000.
Range means any value between 3000 and 500 is not a range. The values
Specific.
of 3000 are specific values. Range operator we'll learn later. This is what I wanted to compare. See, English should also be very, very, see, that's what I'm like a professor, SQL professor. I am done PhD in SQL. Statement should also be very clear and crystal clear. What you're saying, maybe, should be, could be. Okay, these are the words makes a lot of difference. Maybe, can be, could be, should be. I think you are good, better than of my English, but still I'm trying to say you have to think what you are saying. Could be, should be. Gone case, full opposite. Okay.
If
Now
you
I
give
wanted to compare. Huh?
if you give enter, both the statement will be the
Yeah,
output, sir.
it will work both. I told multiple times. you wanted to execute only one particular, what we should do?
Okay, sir.
What we
Then
should
we
do?
have to space we have to give.
Control plus question mark.
This you need to say control question mark, or you select what are the segment you wanted to run and then only execute this.
Okay. Sir.
You're not there from the beginning. You're not there from
Yes.
beginning.
No, sir. I came late.
Why late, sir? Okay. Who is this? Now, wait. Now I want to check for multiple salaries. 1 minute, guys. I'll take this call. He's a bit tension, I think. Now I want to compare multiple jobs. Let's say how same way. It's nothing different than what is used. MP where job in, what we should do? Put it in single quotes. All numeric other than numerical values should be in numerical values, comma, then I say clerk. What is going to give? It finds all the employees working as a job, either manager or clerk. Clear?
Sir,
Okay.
can we put more than 2, sir?
You can
Inside
put,
of column?
yes, you can. There is no, see, is number of multiple equals. Okay, my example always having 2. Let me, for your understanding, can have 3, not necessarily 3, 4, 5, whatever. There is no limit. There is a limit. 1000 is a limit. In class, you can use 1000 values, but we don't list 1000 values. Listing takes so much time, no? So yeah, for that we have different technique. Yes, you can put up to 1000 values in your in clause. CLAUST.
Sir, you said non-numerical values you should add in single quotes, right? What if you add numerical values in single quotes? Will it run?
That will be become string. It has a different value. This is a, what is a string and a number? What is the date? What is it? Is it the same? 3000 is a number, and this is what?
String.
String. These are not same values. Okay, but it will work. It will work. There is an implicit conversion happen, but you should not put your single quote because it is a different value together. It's not a 3000 value. It is a 3000. 3000 is a character. Anything you put across a single quote, it become a character. Okay, this is not a 0. It is a character symbol 0. It has a different meaning. Okay, so don't get into that. I need to teach you the basics again. Okay. Basics means too basic. I cannot go to that level. Okay. You know what is a number, characters and all. Characters is a group of, string is a group of characters. This 0 are not same. This 0 has a numerical value 0. This 0 is a character 0. It has a symbol. It is a symbol. It is a numerical value. Okay. So this is how we can put a specify multiple values in your where class. What is the in operator used for? In operator used to check for multiple equality. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I written here in operate. So I want all the people other than managers. What we should do? Easy. I want people all other.
Not in.
Not
Not in. Why
in
you are saying not in? I'm
managers.
comparing only one value, no? Other
Not
than
equal to we have
managers.
to use.
Yeah,
Not
just use
equal.
not equal.
Not equal to.
Because
Yes,
you are
job not
comparing
equal.
only one. Okay. But I want people other than managers, other than salesmen. What we should do? I want to
No, it is
compare
not in.
not in. Opposite of in is not in the list of values. Get me all the jobs. Get me all the jobs. They are not in the list of values I given. It's going to give the employees. They are not belongs to either manager or a salesman. Clear? The same way example. Select star from EMP. Select star from EMP where I don't want where employee EMP number not in the list of values I specify I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy. Okay, it gives me what? Other than the list of values what I specified here. They give all the employees other than 3 have not in. If you give in, how many records will come? Only 3 records will come. Only this will come. Not in gives opposite of in is your not in. Okay, clear? Opposite of in is understanding or not? Not
Okay.
in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it compares multiple not equals. Okay, in compares multiple equality. Not in compares what? Multiple non-equality. Not in operator checks for multiple non-equal values. Correct? Non-equality. Okay, so that should be fine. We'll stop it here. We have one more last one will expressions. Okay, let's do it from tomorrow. Fresh class we start from the tomorrow. This is end of your day 2. This is your end of your day 2, correct? So many people still want to join. Let me go slow. End of your day 2. You practice till here. Record, watch it, listen it, and try to save all the recordings. Come back till here, whatever you have. One more thing I'm telling you, you should not comment in the group. These are things I don't like. These are the things I don't like. These are the things I don't like. I have at least 20 groups. Each group has 50 people. If you start saying yes, no, okay, ha, I cannot sleep. Either I sleep or you sleep. It is a group. If you understood my message, be quiet. You need not to comment. You comment in your Facebook chats. This group is strictly, you should not post anything other than you have a question. I need an answer for this. Yes, you type it. Whoever knows an answer can reply it. If no one reply, I reply it. But this kind of an yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, not allowed. Why? We have 60 people. Everybody say yes, no, okay, ha, 60 message will come. Again, I post one more. Okay, let's join. Okay, sir, no, sir, yes, sir, I'm late. Yes, you again 60 message. If you understood the message, read it, be quiet. Need not to be expressive, need not to be commentive. Until unless you required to be comment saying where is the link, when is the class, ask the question, I reply. For that reply, you need not to reply. Just listen, you understood? You understood, yes, don't take it other way, guys. Okay, I'm just trying to make it simple.